there is a rather interesting and crazy reason why this man has another new driver in the bag, and it only cost, how much did this cost?
It cost £129.
£129. Guys, we're going to have to talk through this. Another TaylorMade driver, but this time an M1. This was the driver that started it all, I think, for TaylorMade with the multiple material design. And while you have a look at this, I'm going to grab something out of my bag because I wonder what the big differences are when we start talking money.
Well, yeah, this is a 2017 M1 from TaylorMade.
Yeah.
It's a 9.5 stiff. And, you know, there's even likes of Matt Fitzpatrick that's up until recent times still had this in the bag.
He did have that in the bag. He's just moved to the Titleist, I believe, hasn't he? But
yeah.
Fantastic driver, that. And we're going to go through why Gaz has got this in the bag at the moment. If you are regular viewers to my channel or Gary's channel, if you're not, go and check his out and smash that subscribe button here. But you've just got a new driver.
Yeah, well,
we'll go into it in a minute.
We'll get into it.
We're going to play a bit of a match. Are we going to go... Should we just go with the M1? Because I think for 130 quid...
You haven't got a wrench in your bag, have you?
No. He's not got a glove, he's not got shoes, he's not got a wrench. You can see it adjustability-wise, we all know what this is. We all know we can move the CG forward, CG back, we can move it into draw or fade settings. How much of a difference that really has?
I would say a lot.
Do you?
If you check what actual... The weights in the club as standard aren't that heavy, so it doesn't affect, you know, fade and draw much, but you can get heavier swing weights and then it really does start to play an effect on the club face.
So was this a Golf Club for Cash number then, 130 quid?
It were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't really go wrong with that, can you?
They pulled me out the crap.
For that.
They pulled me out the crap, to be honest.
Yeah. And I think there's some great deals there to be had, especially like looking at this. Oh, we're having a match? Or are we going...
Oh, we're having a match.
Oh, we're having a match.
Short. Solid.
You're not getting past that.
Reason I wanted to do this video with you today as well is because I think there'll be people out on a budget this year for a driver.
I think so. I think a lot of people are out on budget. I think a lot of people potentially might be new to the game of golf. If you are, welcome to our glorious game. And if you're not, you can still find some fantastic drivers at places like Golf Clubs for Cash for 130 quid. That means you might be saving potentially £400 on, say, the QI10. Spend that on green fees, spend it on holidays, or like Gaz needs to do, spend it on lessons. Oh, I'll tell you what, they're two ridiculous drives.
I won't want that back.
I think I've done you there.
You might have, because I've only tapped that.
You've just said you don't want it back. You just said on camera you don't want it back. Guys, get in the comments below, what driver are you using at the moment? How much did it cost? Is it brand new? Did you get fitted for it? I often think, unless you're having lessons and kind of really tweaking your game, once you've been fitted, those specs should last you a little bit longer than maybe you realise, so you can go backwards a little bit, buy older tech as it were, and save yourself some money. So how this match is going to work, 3 points for a longest drive on a hole on the fairway.
Whoa, whoa.
3 points on the fairway for the longest drive. 1 point if you win the hole.
Right.
And that's it, because this video is all about the driver.
Here we go. Here we go.
And funnily enough,
he's knocked it past
James
me.
has put 40 yards on Gary on this first one, and he's more central. So I'll be claiming the 3 points there.
You never miss a fairway. How's that going to work?
Usually when we talk about 3 points though, you're really up for it, because you've only just got a driving licence, haven't you? And interestingly, shaft-wise I've got in here, Grafalloy Blue would still fit in.
I love that with TaylorMade.
Yeah.
That is one of the big things. I think it's very good of them that they don't mess about changing
So if you ever
adapters.
paid for an upcharge shaft, it should still generally fit.
Yeah.
You can see, I mean, I've done him, do you reckon that is Bobby?
No,
that?
come on, 1 point for it in longest driving fairway. And 1 for winning all.
All right, all right. I may have jumped the gun saying 3 points.
3's a bit naughty.
What about 1 for longest, 1 for more central, and 1 for winning the hole? That's fair, isn't it?
Right, okay. Who's going to be adding it all
Robinson, Bobby can do it. Robinson's 2 up.
It's 2 up, he's only hit 1 shot. 186.
Long hole this, isn't it?
186.
I must have about 140 in.
I'm going to hit a big 7 actually.
Just off the middle of the fairway, guys. Nice.
Get down.
Yeah, is that on the green?
It's on the green, past the flag.
What have you hit there? 4?
7.
7?
Yeah.
You've not hit 7 iron
I
there.
have. 186.
You've not hit 7 iron there.
I have, honestly. The rockets, these irons. We've just done a video on James'
Show me the
channel.
clubs. Show me the clubs.
I swear, Dan, I've just hit a 7. I even said it on camera. Look.
Yeah, I'll let you off. I've got a 6 here. 7?
Graphite hollow-bodied clubs. If you're struggling for distance.
There's every chance that's 20 yards short then.
It's definitely not short. I were actually telling it to sit down. Short.
Stay there. There's a bit of wind off left,
Stride.
isn't they? Struck that nice.
Short.
It's nice coming back to a forged iron, you know, after testing the hollow bodies.
Yeah, I am a bit sort of jealous, to be honest. Sexy them, aren't they?
Nice, mate. Nice. And again, budget friendly, so you could get kind of a set of them. And then if you wanted to save your money on the driver like you've done at a 129 club, you can sort of get a really good bag for under £1,000.
What I'm surprised about, you played a lot of golf with these, and I would have expected finish to have worn.
Now, I'll be honest, on the wedge, it has a bit, but I like it because it looks more industrial. You can sort of see like around here, it's worn a bit.
Yeah.
But I really like that because I think it's still got the finish on it when it's clean, but we don't really look after them like we should either, do we, to be brutally honest. I'll clean it, mate, you're all right.
I ain't got a towel.
I can't believe you've hit 7 iron there.
The rocket seed, aren't they?
I'm not buying he's at 7 iron. I hit 6 iron.
I've hit 7, seriously.
We both missed the green, but no points for greens, mate, is there? Not on a driver video.
No.
Any points for chipping in? Just literally making this up as we go along, but we're placing in the rough, are we?
I want fringe here. Ooh.
Interesting putt I've left myself. Inside that, and we'll go good, Gaz. Oof.
Keep rolling. Ah. BL.
It's interesting as well, when it comes to budget, where would you spend the money you save? So your tailor-made, in fact, where's your stealth driver?
It's broke.
Why?
It's Stealth 2, we only had it 2 months, and the glue in the adapter's broke, so the shaft's kind of spinning. So
Is that what do you reckon? Did you take it to Pakistan with you?
I think it's the heat.
I think I was just thinking that the heat.
I think it's definitely the heat, yeah.
But then people play golf in heat, don't they?
Well, yeah.
It might be taking it from the aeroplane, which will have been freezing, straight to the heat, maybe.
It's a common thing if you speak to people who live in Dubai. You know, if you leave your clubs in the boot,
Yeah.
you can come back and like your crown's popped off, your
Ooh, that
shaft's
sounds
loose.
painful, doesn't it?
Can you imagine? Just bought a new driver. No. I wanted to be positive because I know you'll knock that in. Solid.
That's that 3-point lead, Gaz.
Oh,
So where would you spend the money you save? So your Stealth 2, is it Stealth 2 driver?
yeah.
How much did that cost you?
Honestly, fitted, because I had it fitted before
Yeah.
QI10, cost about £750. It's the best driver I've ever had, I'm not going to lie.
But it was for 2 weeks. What would you do with the money you save then? Because you're talking £500 difference there. That's half a membership here in the UK.
I think if I were trying to save money, then it'd be because I need to save money for like home stuff, do you know,
Yeah,
obviously like for
yeah.
family stuff and that. So
Yeah.
it wouldn't probably go back into golf. It'd just be that I'm trying to get a full set on a budget.
Yeah, it's a good shout.
And obviously being a second driver, and I needed a driver for Pakistan, I didn't want to go and spend big money on a driver. So I was surprised how much of a job it's done, to be honest.
I mean, it's cost you there though. Right, we'll have a point for the nearest pin. This is a driver video, but this hole is a par 3, and you don't like walking over a hole without playing it, do you? So, interestingly, back to the driver though. We've just spoken off camera about why the M1 was so good.
Why I picked that particular driver.
And, I mean, the amount of adjustability on it, loft, you can just lie on there as well, can't
Yeah.
you? Obviously, face angle, spin rate, so CG. That's more adjustability than that's on the QI10.
Well, obviously, just been recently fitted. Samuel fitted me, adjusted this into maximum fade. Obviously, my mate's borrowed this, so he's put it in draw like. But you've got so
Tahid.
much adjustability there for a 2017 model. It's actually, we were just saying, it's actually more adjustable than the current model.
Yeah.
Because
for
that weight
130
goes
quid.
right into the toe and heel, where the other one's got a smaller.
And it's got no front to back
No.
change, has it? So, right. Nearest to pin for a point, yeah?
Yeah, I'll put this away.
Could be in that.
Bloody hell. What did you have distance?
150.
Were it bang on 150?
Yeah.
You're not kidding me.
Might be a bit long actually. Did you get the zoom, Bobby? We're struggling with the zoom today. Well, you got wedge.
I've got, yeah, I have got wedge, yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, that looks awesome, Gaz. Be the club. Be the club. Oh, is it?
That's right in there.
Finn Maruch.
I've never seen him move as fast. He's got a march on here. Hoping
Oh, I think you've done me.
Have I done you?
You've done me.
Well, we're playing the hole out as well, so it's another point if you win the hole. Oh, I tell you what, stop it, Robinson.
I thought that pin were closer.
You literally got a yardage. Like, scientifically, you knew how close it was to you.
Oh.
Scientifically. It was measured. It wasn't guessed. That's a bargain as well, isn't it?
Yeah, I specifically wanted this putter though. I shopped around for it and waited until one come up in good condition.
So in your bag, your most expensive golf club is your wedge.
Yeah, possibly, yeah.
I bet there's not many people in the world whose most expensive club is the wedge. I mean, it is a gorgeous wedge, actually. Did you have that made yourself?
Yeah, that 58.
Yeah.
It's basically just a Wedgeworks Voca.
I don't want to read my putt, Gaz. I'll read it through your bag here. How do you want the flag?
I'll leave it in. Hit it, hit it. I've got it.
Well done. Proud of you.
He's done it. Oh!
Well, a point each. Well done, mate.
Why'd you get a point?
So I got the nearest to pin.
Oh yeah. 4-1 then.
I get the point, mate, 'cause it's my game. The game's called I win.
Let's get this right.
Yep.
To score a point for longest, it doesn't have to be fairway, it's just the longest. Because we've got one for fairway, haven't
All
we?
right,
Straightest.
yeah, all right. So one for closest to the middle of the fairway
Yeah.
and one for purely just longest.
Power and long.
Right.
Yeah. Let's
The
get it.
interesting thing is as well with this, so you're going to try and hit this really hard now.
Yeah.
How forgiving is the M1 compared to maybe the QI10 or one of the new 10K drivers? Because if you hit it way out the toe, your ball speed's not going to be there anyway, is it?
Yeah, you're going to lose the distance a bit more, possibly, yeah.
You're on it, mate. Back to leveling the match as well.
Yeah.
Saying that, the match doesn't matter, does it? Because we're on the points basis. Points. It's a good job. This is a budgetto.
What's the middle of the fairway then? Because it's a bit of a dog leg.
Don't know, mate.
He's just going to decide once we've hit.
Never
We've
played
got
this
to
hole
put
before in
some.
my life.
What about this? What we're going to say? That little
Middle
tree.
of fairway is middle of fairway, guys. I don't know more to tell you.
Oh, you know.
No. Yeah, that little tree on its own.
Yeah.
That's about it. Left of that, you have to play a nice draw if you've got it in you.
That's going to be straight, but I don't know if you. I think you might knock it past that. That's pretty straight to that tree.
It's pretty much the line you wanted, to be brutally honest.
I didn't feel like I got the full mincemeat behind it, but
The full what? The full what?
mincemeat.
I'm even going to bleep that out because I'm not sure if that's terminology you should be using, Bobby. What do you reckon?
Oh, you sod! He struck that well.
This is an unbelievable driver, by the way. I reckon that's straighter and longer.
I hope that's it, tree, and come back.
There you go, mate. For £130, realistically, is there a better driver on the market?
Well, this was
'Cause-
my pick. Like, obviously, I would have gone up to 150, 160, but I couldn't see anything any better.
Yeah.
So yeah, this was definitely my pick. I don't think there's a better driver. Even if I'd have gone to 170, 180, I just
Like
don't
when you
think...
talk about if you want new, you're buying the Kirkland driver, aren't you? Is that, I can't remember which it is that $199?
Yeah.
Which one's 160 quid? That's cheaper. And I bought a Callaway Rogue for 150, 160 quid.
Yeah.
And that performs well.
Yeah.
I think this is in my specs pretty much. 9.5, hazardous 6.0.
Yeah.
The weights are where the weights are. I think the weights maybe suit me a little bit more than they do you.
Yeah, and I think almost like you've got to like the look of what you're using as well, haven't you? It might
Yeah.
not suit everybody's eye, this driver, and it might be that the Callaway Rogue, you know, is more appealing to you, but
Tech-wise, there's not a lot in it really, apart from the adjustability elements.
definitely.
But I think this could be another 2 points to Robinson. Oh no, it is as well. Or is it?
Well, lengthwise, Yeah, we're going length. It's past yours, not on angle. We're not using angles.
Yeah, but the tee's over there.
No, but it's straight length.
I reckon mine's longer. I reckon yours is straighter. Definitely.
No, because if you're aiming for middle at fairway, mine's longer.
It's a good job we have an umpire. Bobby,
You're paying his wages.
off the tee, which one's longer? Oh, it's definitely.
It's not. Straight distance.
It's literally, yours is level with the tee here.
If I pulled that round on a piece of string, it'd be in front.
You've got me on accuracy, because I've cut the corner off because I'm an absolute beast. And I've put another 5 yards on you. Is what
I'm not sure. Bobby's biased. Listen, I'll go with umpire's decision. I'm not going to argue. If Bobby
There's
says
no argument.
it's
Like,
longer,
literally, the tee's there. It's that distance.
I'd call it a draw.
Anyway.
All right, go on then. 1-1.
Anyway, 1-1. So that makes it what?
5-2. 230. I wouldn't usually an iron 230, but these are rockets. I think I might get there with this 4 iron. Even if I need a 4.
Downwind as well, isn't it?
I think I might need it 5, but. Oh, stay.
Was that in the trees?
It's short right.
So in fairness again, talking about the driver, because that's what this video is really about, you've put yourself in a pretty A1 position. It's so muddy today, in an A1 position, haven't you?
We both have, to be fair, haven't we?
I've not got a hybrid in the bag or I'd hit it. I'm just going to hit a 4. It's not, I think 3 wood goes long with this wind.
Same as me.
Yeah, it's just a layup in it.
I think impressive thing were for me there is I'm not just saying that, but I didn't feel like I connected with it fully.
The drive?
And it still were quite forgiving because it still obviously got out there a lot.
Not like the first one where you literally said, I don't want that back. And then your mate puts it 30 yards past you.
No, I mean, but obviously.
And I must admit, I'm surprised how far down yours was with the ball flight it had. It looked like a high spinny ball flight.
Yeah.
So that kind of shows that realistically the forgiveness probably is there.
Yeah.
Again, it comes down to these shots, doesn't it? The wedge shots, the putts. We always talk about this when we have these matches. We'll try and have the match with a point of view of a driver or of some irons, but realistically, it just comes down to, can you get up and down?
Go on. Shot. Have you nicked a wedge of mine?
No.
You have?
I haven't.
Oh, it's underneath. It's there.
Oh, it's underneath. Brutal there. You have?
It's something James would do, by the way.
Have you cleaned that ball?
I ain't got a bloody towel. It's proper winter golf. That's a shocking ball flight for that kind of shot.
It did have an ounce of mud on it. How do you want it?
Take it out for us, please, mate.
You have no, like, reason for in or out, do you? It's just how you feel at that moment in time when someone asks.
You're right, actually. You're so
I've noticed
right.
this.
Yeah.
There's literally nothing behind it other than whatever word comes to.
I haven't worked a tactic out yet, apart from maybe if it's downhill, I'll leave it in.
Yeah.
But it's interesting that. I wonder what subscribers do. Do they keep it in all the time or out all the time? Or
Shake it all about all the time.
oh, I've not hit it because that were.
You can mark that, son.
5. This will definitely be going past all if he doesn't hit back at lip. He smelt blood. Ooh. Ooh.
You got in my head then.
I'm definitely not giving him that.
You got in my head then.
Oh, we've got in his head. 5-3. Match on. First time I've ever got in his head.
So here's how this match is going to play out. I'm winning 5-3, but in the interest of keeping this entertaining, we're going to say the longest drive here wins. It has to be in the fairway. There's no more points. The video was all about showing how potentially a cheap driver, a second-hand driver could perform, I think it's fair to say it's performed well. I'm going to give you the opportunity, Gaz. Take this if you want.
I'm going to stick with this.
Right.
Right, I'll give you the opportunity to hit that.
I'm going to let him try that.
No, you hit it if you want.
No, I'm all right. No.
Why wouldn't you hit the latest driver then?
Because I want to beat you with the same driver.
Right.
I don't care what we hit.
Right. Is it me first or you?
You go, mate. You go. You're all right. It's your honour.
You just want to see what you've got to beat. Well, I feel like I've got nothing to lose because I were 5-3 down, so it's getting full
Well,
send.
I've just thrown you a massive bone there. I've made the rules up as we go along. I've tried to make it entertaining. The real winner here is that driver.
It is. It is.
And you know what? You could probably use that for a year and sell it for 100 quid.
Well, do you know what? I don't ever just keep it as a backup now.
Why? In case you keep breaking.
Well, you never know, do you? You've got a bit more of a knuckleball than me.
He
so
likes a quick hook into that lake on the left, especially into the wind.
Stop trying to get in my head.
I'm already there, mate. Oh, sit! You're shouting sit in a long drive, and that's not in the fairway.
That's why I was shouting. It's semi on right.
It's not in the fairway.
You got in my head with that lake on left. There shouldn't be fairway rules in these long drives. You've hit that soft.
Get left. Oh, no, I haven't.
That's disgusting. That's a disgrace, that. No, I'm not shaking your hand.
Guys, that is another victory over Gary Martin here on James Robinson Golf. Go and check out his channel if you want some fun, because there's some really interesting stuff on there. You see, if you keep it in play...
I'm not having it.